Hi there. Well, one thing that this whole situation is teaching us is how to compromise and innovate. We're all finding ourselves in new situations, and I mean, just on a very small scale, in the scheme of things at the moment, I've had to move my equipment because my husband, he's part of the civil defence group, and so he's decamped to where I normally do my crafting, and he's extremely busy, and so I've moved down here, which is actually a really cosy place. I've got a very tiny table though, it feels a bit precarious, but look, I'll give you a quick sweep. Oh look, that's my computer where I'm wired up and videoing, and through there, whoops, yep, that's my view, and a quick sweep. This is actually where I meditate normally, so it has a really good vibe actually, and it's pretty cosy. I'm hoping that the light's good enough. The light's coming through from that big French doors, so hopefully you can see okay. And I've got the light on as well. So anyway, so on to the next spread, and I'm thinking that I'm probably going to gesso again and maybe do another face. I know I'm always doing faces, but that's what I like doing. But with this one I thought maybe I can, this is kind of square, I can cut this out to make a frame and then do something on this page that will show through. So that's the plan. And also I found this bit of music. The words are quite significant. It says, come listen, I will tell you, lad, a story that's strange but true. I thought, yeah, that's kind of appropriate now, because it is strange at the moment. Everything is just so unfamiliar, and we're just yearning for security. Oops, I'm sorry if this is going out of focus, I just noticed that. It's having trouble, isn't it? I might move closer to the door. I can shuffle forward. But anyway, what I'll do is, like I did before, I'll just let it run, and you can, whoops, you can see the things that I'm doing, and hopefully it will be in focus for most of it. This is rather, you know, making the best of things. So anyway, thanks for tuning in again, and yeah, I'll take a break now, get set up closer to the window, and we'll get on with some art. So I'm closer to the window, and all I've done is put a layer of gesso over this page, and I've stuck the snippet of that music score. A story that's strange but true, and then underneath it says a heart that was good and true, which is lovely. So anyway, that's gone in. I've stuck that into the wet gesso, and I might need to, I'm just thinking I might need to put some matte medium on that, which, oh yes, I'll do that in just a second. Well, I might as well do it now, so hold on. Okay, so just cleaning my old brush off. Normally I'd use loo roll, but toilet roll is a rare commodity at the moment, so I'm just using an old rag to dry it. Anyway, so I've got a bit of matte medium, and I'm going to be a bit lazy. I'm just going to put a drop on like that, and I'm just going to, it dries transparent, so we're all good, and hopefully that will hold it in, and it acts like a layer. It acts a bit like clear gesso really, so that should be good. And all this bobbling is to do with me sticking the 2 pages together, and there's not a lot I can do about that, so I'm not going to worry about it. And I'm trying my best not to get into a tangle. So I'm thinking that I need to strengthen this frame up a little bit more, so I'm thinking I can use one of these paint tabs and have it so that it's a little tab outside the window, and so I'll need to cut this in half before I use it. So I fiddled around, it was very fiddly, so I stopped filming, but basically I sandwiched the 2 pieces around, and I used this glue, which is Mono Liquid Glue Aqua. I find it's quite strong, it's quite good for things like that. So it is wet, so it's still drying, so. And anyway, so meanwhile I've been having a look, and on this page I've noticed that it says we felt a dreadful danger. So I don't know if you can read it. I'm going to hold it, I'm going to try and get it closer. So I can take these words out so that it says we felt a dreadful danger, and then down here it says a terrible risk. So I thought that was quite a bit of synchronicity there with how we're feeling at the moment. I mean, I went out today and we're just about to go into lockdown, and I had to get some printer ink. All the sort of non-essential shops are going to close, and I needed to get some petrol, and yeah, it felt quite weird thinking, oh gosh, who's handled this petrol pump before me? And then washing my hands and using sanitizer, it all felt a bit frightening, really, a bit dangerous. But anyway, I did my best, and that's all we can do in this situation. And so now I'm thinking I'm getting a theme now. So remember that sticker? I'm going to cut danger out and put it at the top here. And I think I might also work in some maps to carry on with the map theme. And anyway, you'll see. I shall just carry on now, and I'll probably speed it up as well. So here we go. Let me carry on. Okay, so I think I'm going to call it a day for now. So I have been in and shaded and coloured in her face, and for that I have used Caran d'Ache. Is it Caran d'Ache? Prismalo watercolour pencils. So I used on her face. I used a little bit of these are the Ink Tense pencils. So I used that on her hair because it's a bit stronger, and I was thinking of doing acrylic, but actually I think it looks okay. And what else? I used this on her face, and I used Faber-Castell Graphite Aquarelle. I used that for the very dark blacks in the pupils, and a few bits and pieces with my water pen, which is marvellous. This thing has, this tab is now stuck. It does still feel a bit flimsy, but yeah, I like the way it goes over now and it frames her face. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with this. I'll do this tomorrow. But I've gessoed, given it a first layer of gesso, and I have left the words, "We felt a dreadful danger, a terrible risk," because that is what we're feeling right now. I might well write something on here about what I'm feeling, and come back to it tomorrow for the next instalment. So I hope you found this interesting, and if you're doing this along with me, I would love to see some of your pages. That would be awesome. But anyway, for now I'll say goodbye, and be well, be safe, and yeah, I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye.